Good morning. Here we are at Mobile World Congress 2016. I'm Eric Freeberg and run marketing for end user computing at VMware. And we're joined today by Pat Gelsinger, CEO of VMware. We're really excited to have Pat here. So Pat, here we are at Mobile World Congress, over 100,000 people at the show. Fantastic presence for VMware. I mean, what do you think about the presence here and what we're doing with VMware and VMware AirWatch?
Well, overall, it's just great to be here. Thank you for the time, Eric, and great to be on VMware TV. And Mobile World Congress has been a great event, right? And obviously AirWatch has used this very effectively to make itself look a lot bigger than it really was in its early days, and now it is a lot bigger. Plus for VMware, it's also a great place for us to be for cloud and for NFV, and just overall, a lot of our initiatives are so relevant now to the service providers. This is a great place for us to be. 100,000 people, and everybody shows up here who's anybody in the service provider, telco, NFV, mobility. All of this is just a great show for us, and now the fourth year, I'm delighted to be able to join.
One of the other hot topics we're hearing a lot about is NFV, or Network Function Virtualization. What about VMware? What do you think our market opportunities are in this area?
Yeah, and NFV to me is just a very cool area for us to pursue. As I describe it, we're 80-80 in the data center. We're 80% penetrated, 80% market share, and boy, when you get to those levels, it's hard to win a whole lot more business. But in the telco space, we're about 0-0. Right? It's almost 0% virtualized, and there's nobody has won that space yet. So it really is an untapped market for us. Also, it's been delightful to see that almost everything that we've done for the last decade and a half in virtualizing the data center applies now to virtualizing the network. So all of our products are hard and proven, and now bringing them applicability into the network, that's a pretty straightforward attack for us. Now service providers, they demand a lot, the service levels are critical, the operational characteristics, but bringing rock hard VMware technologies into that has been a good play. And as we've done that, there's a lot of interest in OpenStack, how does that work? But immature technologies in a rock-hard network requirement, hasn't gone well. So Vodafone wins, Ooredoo, KDD, others of those have really been our beachhead accounts, and now pretty much everybody here is looking at, okay, how can I make this work for me as well? A lot of momentum, even though it's a slow-moving market, right? When you win, you can win and have a sticky relationship that lasts for decades.
Yep. Now you mentioned some partners. Now at the show right here, you can see we're surrounded by dozens of partners in our booth, and VMware itself has over 75,000 partners. I mean, as you look at the partner community, what are the things that, opportunities, or how does VMware work with partners?
Yeah, well obviously, our partner strategy remains broad and pervasive. Big ones, little ones, having a very breadth of community there and being really seen as a partner-friendly company goes a long way. But partners increasingly, if going forward for us, are evolving as well. Some of the key partnerships of the past, well, they're not the places that we're going in the future. So here at Mobile World Congress, it's these service provider partnerships. I mean, we're learning new companies and VNF providers. Didn't even know what a VNF was until recently. Also, many of the service providers have risen up to be more critical to our overall partner relationship. So it's continuing to bring along the key partners of the past and forge relationships of the future, and that's why Mobile World Congress is such a critical aspect of our strategy and our execution.
Okay, great. Well, it's fantastic to have you to chat here about Mobile World Congress, the opportunities we have, and what we're trying to execute at VMware at the show. So I want to thank you for your time today, and it was great speaking with you.
Very good, thank you, Eric.
Thank you.